Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my terrible scours videos. And recently I did something very interesting. I deleted Windows from my computer. For good. So the story basically starts on March of this year. I had gotten a USB drive for the first time and I failed the block clutch. I had gotten my USB drive and I was already interested in what the Linux world had to offer. I had been watching some videos about Linux I was actually pretty interested in. So I picked up Linux Mint to be my choice. And since then it's actually been really great. I mean, I haven't really been having any grand actually problems that would bother me too much. So, you know, it's been a great experience overall. Nothing too much to complain. I mean, every now and then I would run into some problem that, well, it would be slightly different from Windows, but you know, other than that, it wasn't really anything that would impact my experience greatly, to the point where I just stopped using it. It's actually been really neat. I like the customizability, which is, you know, one of the greatest factors about Linux, is being able to customize it to your liking. And indeed, I agree. Oh, hold on, let's see what he's gonna do. He's actually good at PvP, and there's someone in my back. And I've been using the Cinnamon desktop environment because you know, at the time I didn't really knew what exactly was the difference. I didn't even know I know how to speak English, what a desktop environment was. So I just picked Cinnamon because it is the standard. So I customized the desktop a few days, and I was already sharing my desktop with my family. Okay, I can't really focus in both properly, so let me tell you. Hello, having a good time? I could actually show you a picture of my desktop, how it is right now. I actually feel like customizing it slightly more, mainly related to the colors, and Hypixel is lagging quite a bit. It's mainly related to some of the colors, you know, because I feel like it's too gray, not that cool. So I'd make the colors slightly more blue, make them more fancy. And I see someone. Why are you here? No, you're going here. Come here. Okay, no, that was a terrible decision. I can't pearl properly. Can't pearl. Okay. I'm going. Goodbye. Now, I've been using Linux and Windows on my computer in a dual boot, which means that I essentially can have, you know, whenever I boot my PC, I can actually choose between which operating system I want to use. So, you know, I could use Windows if I ever needed to. A great example of that is I'm not rich. So basically, I had some games that I bought on Microsoft Store with Microsoft reward points, like Hollow Knight and Celeste. And there's also this one really nice game called One Shot, which for whatever reason the Linux port is broken, I think, so I couldn't really play it from beginning to end fully properly. I mean, the Solstice route actually works nicely, but like but the regular route of the game doesn't, so what is this? No, leave me alone. Okay, you see, we need to remove bows from this game forever, for good, never to be seen again. Leave me alone. Mild lag. Okay, nothing that would affect the gameplay, you know. This is normal, by the way. This is how the game is supposed to work. Trust me. It's just it's just too advanced tactics right here. Okay, I'm just this good at the game. It seems like I miscalculated my moves slightly. Either way, the point is that the regular route of the one shot didn't really work properly because of some elements to not spoil the game in case you haven't played it yet. And I don't think the developers are going to fix it any soon, which is a real shame, but you know, whatever. Come back, please. I need Minecraft kills. And I can't hit people, okay. Okay. Sure. Anyway, since I was using it on a dual boot system, that actually meant that I had to split the storage between the two. And I have like a 480 gigabyte per SSD. So each one got 220 gigabytes. I know the math sounds weird saying it like that. Don't ask me for explanations either. It just is, I guess. And this actually has been limiting a little on the sense that now I do pretty much mostly everything on Linux, so including recording videos. And videos actually takes a good amount of storage, you know. And the problem with that, what is this? No, I just want to play some video games in peace. So at some point, you know, videos were taking a good amount of storage, so I decided to just delete Windows, because I just really wasn't using it all that much anymore, and it wasn't really worth it to have it in there anyway, you know. So this December 13th, I decided to look up how I could delete Windows successfully and for good, and I found out that I could use this nice program called gparted, which allows you to, you know, resize partitions. So on December 13th, as I was saying, I looked up how to remove windows, and I found that I could use this nice program called gparted, which essentially allows you to resize partitions. And I downloaded it with with the 3 gigabytes that I had left already, because I transferred a lot of the files, some big files that I had on Windows, to my Linux partition. I wish I could play video games properly without having to go through these issues. You know, just saying. Now, one of the problems I had with gparted was that for whatever reason, I couldn't resize my Linux partition. So I looked it up, and apparently the reason is because you can't resize mounted partitions. So the solution to that was essentially get a system that I could boot up into without necessarily being my main partition, my main system. So I downloaded it. I flashed RescueZilla, which is like a mini operating system, into my USB drive. I booted in, you know, the drive, and after some very, very careful tinkering, I had managed to actually resize my Linux partition. It wasn't actually a permanent change until then. I actually had to move one of the partitions. I think it was some sort of boot partition. Incredible. Okay, this guy's spamming block hidden. I don't know if he's hacking or if he's just spamming both mouse buttons. I think he's hacking. For whatever reason, we're resizing partitions. You know, there are a different amount of partitions. If one of them stays in the middle, you can't, you know, delete, for example, the Windows partition and allocate the storage that was given to it to my Linux partition, which is, you know, it felt kind of dumb, but I guess it makes sense. You know, I thought, you know, you could think it's just a graphical interface type of thing, but no. Now, at that point, it was already a bit late. My mom was telling me to take a shower. So, you know, I just moved one of the boot partitions to the left, called it a day, applied the changes, and oh boy, did the process take long, because I started like 6:30 in the afternoon, or the night by that point, I guess. What is this? No, stop. Leave me alone. I really like when I can actually hit people in this game. In-game. Finally. Alright, I applied the changes. Like, I started the process at 6:30 in the evening, I guess, at that point. In the afternoon, PM, that's the point. And it only really ended at At what, 4 and 12 of the next day, I had to leave my PC on while I tried to sleep because I really couldn't. Okay, while my PC was open, I just really couldn't sleep properly. I already have like enough trouble trying to sleep properly on normal conditions, but I left my PC on and I just couldn't sleep at all, or almost at all. But no, at least the suffering was over. It's this guy again. No, leave me alone. I think I should report him if he gets banned. This guy's indeed hacking. No, out of here. The point is, after that, the suffering was finally done. Finally over. And I could finally sleep again. The day was saved, and my computer as well. Okay. So now I managed to get over 200 gigabytes of free space, which is great, because this means I can now have recorded multiple videos at once, or at least work on them. Although yesterday I just recorded a video and I'm already in 188, man. I've already sunk this much. I can't aim. I can't PvP properly. Very skillful, indeed. I know. I'm just good at video games. Like now, I'm actually terrible at being productive because I have 3 videos already to edit. So I have one which is just me playing mini covers for the first time. I have another one which I recorded yesterday, which is just me playing Bedros Practice Club with the owner being there doing whatever. Because that's how like the average owner rank experience is. He just shows up in the lobby out of the absolute nowhere and does a bunch of random stuff. And then I have a third video which is actually this one. Yay! Anyway, that was another episode of Scours, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more Scours videos, remember to make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please.